Good morning, everyone. Do you know that the world's best memory athletes can memorize a full deck of shuffled cards in under a minute and recall them in the same sequence? I was a 10-year-old who thought that remembering a grocery list was a big deal. Now imagine you walk into a big competition full of nerves, your heart's pounding and your palm is sweating, hoping to win something you've been training for months. The results are announced, but your name is not called. This was the exact moment that moving on would make me realize something. And this thing, I believe, we all need in our lives, but we tend to ignore it till the very end. I'm going to share this through a quick yet crazy story what happens all the way back in my 5th grade, which actually helped me learn this lesson. Now, I was your average student. I studied a bit, played a bit, got decent marks here and there, and went right back into playing. Nothing extraordinary until one day, my father exposed me to some memory techniques after learning it themselves. And as they say, the best way to learn something new for yourself is to try to teach the same thing to someone else. My father naturally taught it to me. Now, at that time, I had no idea what I had signed up for. I just nodded and thought, sounds different, maybe fun. So after learning these techniques for over a few months, I actually started to enjoy them. Then I got an opportunity to participate in the National Memory Championship. But before I dive into the crazy story, what happens over the next 3 years, I want to introduce all of you to the sport of memory. To put it simply, it's Olympics, but for your brain. Imagine trying to remember thousands of digits of pi or your grandmom's 100-item list of groceries. Sounds impossible, right? In fact, the world record for memorizing a shuffled deck of 52 cards is 12.74 seconds. 12 seconds! Imagine what our brains can do with the right technique and consistent amount of practice. So I walk in, filled with nervous energy. Imagine a room full of athletes who can memorize all of your phone numbers like it's a piece of cake. I give my best shot, but I didn't win. I had overall gotten a good score, but I was a bit sad, but I left it at that. Since I had gotten a good score in National Memory Championship, this time around I got an opportunity to participate in the international game. So after practicing for 2 more months, I go in there, meet Team India, did my small part, and Team India overall came in 4th place. So that little bit of confidence right there gave me the boost to participate again in the National Memory Championship. But what followed next was very unexpected. So I go in there again with full enthusiasm. It was an even bigger stage. It was also nearing my birthday, so I bought a new clothes for myself. And I go in the hall of memory diamonds, as I would like to call it. The timer begins with the phrase, neurons on the ready, go! Everything begins, everyone starts memorizing. I was fully focused this time, trying to beat my previous year's scores. Within a flash, time was up. After a few disciplines, they released the scorecard. So I rush outside to see what I scored. So I search my name, and to my surprise, I had done well than last year. So I was excited. So soon the event comes to an end, and the evaluation had been done. So I take my seats in the prize distribution, knowing that this time was it. So they start calling upon abstract images, kids category winners. Please come upon. This was the category I had done really good in. So I was like, let's go. So they start calling upon 3rd place winner. Please come upon. Not me. I was like, no way, second or first place, let's go. So they start calling upon. Second place winner, please come upon. Not me again. I was like, no way. This was the moment I had been waiting for. Let's go. Let's make this happen. So then they call upon. First place winner, please come upon. Not me again. My heart sank. I thought the list had to be wrong. So I rush outside to check again. And I see that I had come overall 5th place. So I muster up some courage, get up with it. And since I had gotten 5th place, I got again an opportunity to participate in the international game. But this time around, I don't know what happened, but I had done the lowest score of all time. I don't know what happened, but I was completely down that time. Maybe you've been there too. You studied really hard, or you applied something which you truly wanted, but at the end, you didn't get it. That feeling, that sting, it lingers. So I think for a few months, I left memory for that. And that was it. So next year rolls by, 2019, halfway through. And I get a news that Memory Championship was restarted again for next year. So this time around, I thought, if I have to win, I have to try something new, or this is not going to work out. So somewhere in the middle, after again trying to practice, I got an idea. Why not this time around try for 2 medals instead of the usual 1? Though I have not won a single medal in past 2 years, I was like, let's give it a try. So a new road began of learning new techniques and learning them from scratch. So 3 months of testing and trialing later, I was more confident this time to make it happen, and let's go. So this time around, it was a 2-day event instead of the usual 1. And my favorite category, abstract images, was on day number 1. So you can see how I felt. I was fully nervous knowing that my favorite category, since I had not won it from 2 years, on day number 1, oh my goodness. So I go in there this time, fully focused, and day 1 ends in a flash. That was super quick. I was soon encountered with 2 surprises. Good ones, to be frank. I was having my dinner, and what happened is they released the toppers list. So I was curious enough to just go and have a look at it. And surprisingly enough, what I found out was I had gotten the first place in abstract images after 2 years. I was like, wait, what? I had done it. I have no idea how I slept that night, and it was the most amazing experience ever. So what happened was day 2 comes by, it goes by very quick, knowing that I had already won a medal. Then I called up my grandparents to tell that I had done this. And surprisingly enough, for prize distribution, they showed up, which was a good news for me. So it was time for prize distribution. Knowing I had already won, I was ready out of the chair when they have to call it. And I go up there, collect my medal, and it was a very amazing and a grateful opportunity. But before hitting the second surprise, I was sitting in the audience, clapping, to realize my name was called up again. I was like, wait, what? I go up, collect the medal, and I check the certificate if it was actually my roll number to see if it was actually me. Then I was fully surprised. My original target of 2 medals had been set. That was a great opportunity. Before having a third surprise, I had overall gotten 3 medals, and it was amazing, and I was very grateful for that opportunity, by the way. My original target of 2 had been converted into 3 medals. Even though I had not won a single medal from past 2 years, actually setting a target higher this time around, which was 2 medals instead of the usual 1, actually gave me the confidence boost to go and make it happen. So start with a belief in yourself. Sometimes we all face setbacks. We all question ourselves. Even the first International Memory Championship actually gave me the confidence. And that confidence helped me rewire my identity from within. And our biggest breakthroughs are always beyond our greatest setbacks. So whether it's your exams, goals, passion, mission, never wait for the outside world to let you permission. So if I have to leave you with something out of this talk, I'm going to give you two things. Number one is never stop believing in yourself. And number two is setting a higher target for ourselves sometimes can actually make us reach there faster. Let me repeat. Setting a higher target for ourselves can actually sometimes make us achieve that faster and quicker. Sometimes that's the secret ingredient. So what next level action are you planning to take for yourself? Define it and take action over it. And let the wonders unfold from within. Thank you.